Hello angels, and welcome to this guided meditation for restless leg syndrome. My name is Julia, and recently I've been experiencing restless leg syndrome for the first time. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 different meditation and visualization techniques that have really been helping me ease the discomfort. Restless leg syndrome to me feels like an overbuilding of pressure and discomfort in my limbs below the waist, and the only thing I can do to disperse it is to violently shake my legs. And it can be really uncomfortable, especially because it tends to come up for me when I'm trying to fall asleep at night. This video will be split into 3 distinct meditations. Feel free to navigate between them using the timestamps on your screen and in the description box. This first meditation is a chakra balancing. It will be incredible for general maintenance for your body, your mind, and your spirit. And particularly the intention for this video is healing for your restless leg syndrome. The second meditation is great to use right when you go to bed to help you prevent feelings of restless leg syndrome, since it's a grounding exercise. And finally, the third meditation is great for when you're in the throes of restless leg. It's going to help you drain the excess energy in your lower limbs and help it move somewhere else so you can rest and sleep easily. For this first meditation, begin by finding a comfortable way to relax. From here, imagine your spine elongating. Set your shoulder blades together. This may result in your shoulders lowering slightly, and all of this will assist you in elongating your spine and getting the best quality breath you can. Imagine you're growing from the top of your head up, and perhaps as well from the soles of the feet out as well. On your next inhale, witness the breath and witness the exhale. I like to remember what it means that I am breathing, that I am here, and that I'm alive, and I feel grateful for that. Next, if this interests you, experiment with the breath. Try eliminating the hesitation at the end and the beginning of each breath. Find a breath pattern that's comfortable for you, and over time, relax it. There's no need to control the breath. There's no need to control the breath or breathe a certain way. But we get enormous benefit from witnessing our breath every now and then. It's incredibly centering and peaceful. From here, we'll move into our chakra balancing. This is an incredible restorative practice to do for any reason and at any time you feel called to. And don't feel any pressure to know what the chakras are. It's enough to know that they are sources of energy. Begin by taking one of your hands and either physically or in your imagination, move that hand below your groin or on your groin, whatever feels comfortable to you. As always in these meditations, you can always physically use a hand to cover the chakra, hover above the chakra, or simply imagine your hand by using your etheric fingers. What this looks like is imagining dashed lines of beautiful glowing light emanating from your fingertips all the way to the area we're talking about. Each of these techniques is equally effective. Go ahead and intuitively pick the one you like the best. Feel free to experiment as we go and change it up every time, whatever you like and whatever's comfortable to you. If one of them feels too intense at any point, because often chakras can be centers of very intense moving energy, feel free to back off by moving off the body and then moving into the etheric fingers. So with one hand at or near your groin, imagine a beautiful red glowing orb of energy emanating from there. Any imagery that comes to you is absolutely beautiful and perfect for this exercise. I imagine my energy centers as flowers that are blooming or as spirals that are spinning. Take a moment now to imagine that beautiful glowing red spiral and allow it to spin clockwise, emanating and sending out its gorgeous red energy out into your body field and into the universe. Follow your natural intuition of your own healer within you right now. If you like to imagine the colors and the spinning, go for that. If you'd like to just sit here and listen, go for that. If instead you feel more so drawn to focus on the feeling of your body, or imagine some sounds, or focus on what you're hearing, or anything else my mind cannot even come up with, be creative with how you do this. When you're ready, take your other hand and you'll be moving it to your sacral chakra. Your sacrum is located just below your belly button. And this chakra is the center of beautiful orange light. Find the mental image within you of what your chakra looks like and invite it to spin clockwise and send its energy out. When the time is right, take your first hand from your root chakra and let's move it to your solar plexus chakra. This area is generally located at the bottom of your sternum or where your ribs meet in the front of your body. This center of energy is generally attributed as yellow. Conjure up the power and the beauty of this chakra and its gorgeous glowing light. When you're ready to move on, bring your second hand up from your sacrum and move it to your heart chakra. This can be an intense chakra, so don't be surprised if you feel the need to back off and move your hand farther away from this center. The heart chakra is located in the middle of your chest. It's characterized by green, glowing, pulsing light. And you may be able to feel it emanating out into the world, sending love to you and to everyone else. Next, move your hand from your solar plexus chakra up to the throat chakra. The throat chakra is located at the base of the neck. Please feel free to touch yourself however is comfortable for you. You can put your whole hand on the base of your throat, or if that's uncomfortable, you can back off into the air or even use the side of your hand to rest gently on your collarbone. You don't have to have your whole palm touching your skin. And this chakra is characterized by beautiful indigo blue light. See it now spinning clockwise. Clear, balanced energy. And of course, as always, beautiful light. When you start to feel bored or otherwise ready to move on, lift your hand that's resting at your heart chakra and place it to your forehead at the brow chakra. The brow chakra is located in between the brows and a little bit up into the forehead, and you may also have heard of it as the third eye chakra. Imagine the beautiful dark purple light coming from your brow, sending its power and energy and vibration to you and to everyone. Notice and fully relax into any physical sensations. Since the heart chakra, I've personally been feeling feelings of vertigo that are actually not unpleasant. You smell anything, you have physical sensations or wild imaginings, just relax into it. Invite healing to your third eye chakra. And when you're ready, bring your hand from your throat chakra and invite it to rest at the very crown of your head, the very top, or a few inches above it into the air, whatever suits you. See the beautiful pink light emanating up and around from the interpersonal point, the crown chakra. Those are actually two different things, but in this kind of an exercise, I tend to conflate the two. Again, invite that chakra to open and spin at whatever speed the energy wants to be. A beautiful counterclockwise spiral. This chakra is your connection to Source. I feel my lips curling up into a smile right now as I'm recording this. Now assess how you feel. If you're in a position where it's appropriate to fall asleep, feel free to turn off this recording and go right ahead and doze off. If it's time for you to get back to your life, take as long as you need here. And when you're done, go ahead and perform a sort of grounding practice, whatever that means to you. Grounding is really just about getting you out of this very flowy, out there, not really real, feet on the ground kind of space. It's hard to put into words, but I know you feel it too, because I certainly do. So I invite you to press your feet to the floor, rub your forearms, rub your upper arms, ask someone to rub your back, take a bite to eat or a sip to drink, and just find a way to bring yourself back into the physical world before you get up and drive a vehicle or try and cook a meal or write something. I hope that you've enjoyed this meditation and you'll continue on to the next. Feel free to repeat this for any reason, any time of day, and intuit it. If you miss a few chakras because you're doing it on your own and without a guide, no worries. It's all beautiful and healing when you take time for yourself to set that intention to heal. Of course, you can always make this recording longer by hitting pause or just by doing it on your own time. And if you're pressed for time or just feeling bored during it, feel free to speed things up. Don't feel ashamed by feelings of boredom. Boredom is just a signal that your work is done here and it's time to move on to the next. And this is where I'll leave you, and I'll see you in the next one. Our next meditation is a grounding exercise. These are great to do generally if you feel out of sorts or if you're feeling disconnected from a higher power or from the earth. You can do this standing up on the ground. You can do this laying down in bed, whatever you please. Let's go ahead and start by imagining a cord that attaches from the center of your being to the center of the earth. It's a glowing gold rope, and it keeps you connected to the earth always, even if you can't always feel it. Imagine beautiful silvery light emanating from above your head and entering your body system from the crown of your head. And this is divine energy that can take any name you would like it to, whatever works for you. God, universe, source. Picture that beautiful divine light filling your entire body, healing you and bringing you closer to that source energy. From here, I'd invite you to improvise, fantasize, let your mind wander, and see which grounding imagery comes to you. Sometimes I like to imagine that my feet are like birds' talons, and physical roots emanate from my toes and from my heel, gripping me to the earth and keeping me connected. Of course, feel free to use whatever energy you would like. Some of us will gravitate towards imagery, some of us will imagine sounds, still others feelings like temperature. You might imagine the feeling of squishing your toes in the soil or in the sand. You might start to feel heat underneath your soles. The main intention I'd like you to set here is that you let yourself remember what it feels like to feel grounded to the earth and to feel animated by divine spirit. At any time, feel free to focus on the breath. No need to make any effort to change it. Just witness the inhale, the exhale, and feel grateful for this breath. This meditation is wonderful at any time, but especially right now with dealing with restless legs, because it reminds you to stay grounded and to stay connected to source energy. That's a real general intention and blessing that can heal so many discomforts in this life. Please feel free to hit the pause button now and stay here as long as you'd like. Maybe this is even a space from which you can doze off into a restful night of sleep. In this third meditation, know that if you're already feeling discomfort from restless legs, feel free to move during this meditation. There's no need to stay still if you can find relief by walking, sitting up, or shaking your limbs. Take a moment to ask yourself, where is your body's weak spot? I know that for me, this area is my hips and lower back since I've had injuries there, and whenever I'm feeling a bit off in my life, this is the area where I tend to feel symptoms first. Go ahead and intuit where you think this area might be for you, and I invite you to use your hands to gently rub over this area and provide gentle, healing touch to your body. Remember that just like before, you're welcome to do this on the body, above the body, or use what are called your etheric fingers and imagine dotted lines of beautiful healing light going to the affected area. So you can do this in your imagination or with your physical body once again. Go ahead and use your intuition and comfort and provide healing and love to the weak spot in your body. Now let's add the breath as well. Set the intention that with every inhale, you're sending beautiful, healing breath to the affected area that bothers you sometimes. Now let's incorporate the breath. Set the intention that with every inhale, we're sending healing breath to the affected area. Imagine a flow of beautiful, healing light entering your body system with every inhale and flooding the area, just as your hands are doing. One more breath. Now when it feels right, invite your hands to still. The next thing we're going to perform is a pain drain. The way I conceptualize my restless leg is it feels like it's an over-concentration of energy in my lower limbs. So what I like to do is invite the energy to leave my body system, any extra energy that has no place here. So go ahead and take one of your hands and either in your imagination or physically, allow it to hover over your lower limbs. Now take your other hand and extend it out and away from your body. Set the intention that this second hand is meant to expel any extra energy from your system so it can be sent out into the universe and go somewhere where it's needed. Now with your next breath, imagine any excess energy flowing up to the hand above your limbs. Imagine or otherwise feel that energy coursing through your arm, between your shoulders across your chest, and out towards your outstretched arm. Experiment with this, and please don't feel any pressure to force your mind to imagine imagery if it doesn't come naturally to you. And know that nothing is wrong if you can't exactly feel the energy moving. I promise, just your hands there and your intention will help the energy move. On the other hand, if you are feeling a lot of energy, feel free to take your outstretched hand and create a pumping motion, bringing your fist in gently and releasing it. This can help me feel like I am speeding up the process of allowing the excess energy to leave my extra arm. Go ahead and stay in this position and with this intent of letting any extra energy leave your body system for as long as you need. And when you're ready, return your hands to be beside your body. If you're not quite ready, go ahead and hit pause. Now with your hands on the side of your body and you're feeling new relief and calmness in your body, your last step is to ask that any energy you do not need or that is not yours leave you now through your hands and out of your energy field. And with that done, feel free to come back to yourself. You can rub your upper arms, do something to ground yourself, rub your feet, roll around wherever you are, touch the ground with your feet, anything that feels grounding and brings you back. And with that, thank you so much for listening. I hope these techniques were able to provide healing for you and relief from restless leg. Feel free to repeat them as much as feels comfortable to you. And let me know in the comments if you have a favorite. Let me know if you tried any of these. And if you have any questions, I may be able to answer them for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful night.